Today we will immerse ourselves in the world of ancient philosophy, which teaches us resilience in the face of life's storms and the art of finding inner peace. Stoicism is not just a philosophy, it's a powerful tool for creating a happy and harmonious life. Are you ready to unlock the secrets of emotional resilience and learn how to apply the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius and Seneca in everyday life? Let's begin our journey with an intriguing question. What if you could remain calm and balanced despite any trials that fate throws your way? Imagine that external irritants no longer have power over you, and you are able to maintain inner peace even in the most challenging situations. As Marcus Aurelius said, train yourself to be indifferent to what makes no difference. This wisdom lies at the heart of Stoicism and will help us pave the way to emotional resilience. Join us, and together we will uncover the key principles of Stoic philosophy that will help you find harmony and happiness in any situation. Stoicism is a philosophy that emerged in ancient Greece around the 3rd century BCE, during a period of profound change and instability. Founded by Zeno of Citium, this school of thought offered a new path to inner peace and resilience in the face of life's difficulties. Imagine a person who is in the midst of a storm but maintains unwavering inner peace. That's what a Stoic is. For Stoics, external circumstances are like a turbulent ocean, but our inner essence can remain calm, akin to the depths beneath the surface of the waves. The central principle of Stoicism lies in distinguishing between what is within our control and what is beyond our control. Our thoughts, emotions, and reactions are within our control. External events, the actions of others, and many aspects of the surrounding world are beyond our control. Stoics assert that focusing on our own reactions and thoughts, rather than external circumstances, leads to true happiness and emotional resilience. One of the key figures of Stoicism was Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor whose Meditations became a classic text of philosophy. In his writings, he reflected on the nature of the world and his place in it, often emphasizing the importance of self-control and inner discipline. His life was filled with trials, wars, plagues, personal losses, but thanks to Stoic principles, he maintained clarity of mind and strength of spirit. Seneca, another great Stoic, wrote about the importance of embracing every moment of life with gratitude and courage. As one of the most influential philosophers and statesmen of his time, he experienced firsthand how theory translates into practice. Seneca urged people not to depend on material goods and fleeting pleasures, but to seek true satisfaction in virtue and wisdom. Epictetus, born a slave and becoming one of the greatest teachers of Stoicism, emphasized the importance of personal responsibility and inner freedom. In his Discourses and Enchiridion, he taught that our true freedom lies in our ability to choose our reactions and attitudes toward events, rather than in physical freedom or wealth. His lessons show that even in the harshest circumstances, a person can find a path to inner peace and wisdom. Stoicism is not just a philosophical theory. It's a practical guide to life that enables us to maintain clarity of mind and emotional balance in a world full of uncertainties and changes. This philosophy, tested by time and the experience of great thinkers, teaches us to live with dignity, to be grateful for every moment, and to find strength within ourselves, regardless of external circumstances. Acceptance of what we cannot control is the cornerstone of Stoicism. Life is full of uncertainties and unpredictable events. The weather may suddenly change, unexpected news may disrupt our plans, people may act differently than we expect. Stoics teach us that expending energy trying to change what is beyond our control is a path to disappointment and suffering. Imagine a river flowing along its course. You can try to change its course, build dams and canals, but the river will always find its way. Similarly, life. We can strive to control every aspect of it, but there will always be factors beyond our influence. Instead of struggling against the current, Stoics suggest focusing on what is truly within our power, our thoughts, feelings, and reactions. When we face difficulties or unexpected obstacles, our natural inclination is to try to change the situation. But Stoicism teaches that true strength lies not in controlling external circumstances, but in mastering ourselves. Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic philosopher and Roman emperor, often reminded himself that his thoughts and actions are what he can control, not the events happening around him. He said, "Things themselves don't touch the soul, but our judgments about them do." Realizing that our reactions and attitudes toward events are what truly matter opens the path to inner peace and emotional resilience. When we accept that we cannot change external circumstances, but can change our attitude toward them, we become stronger and wiser. This allows us to look at the world with clarity and calmness, without drowning in a storm of emotions and disappointments. Acceptance of what we cannot control does not mean passivity or inaction. It's an active process that requires courage and self-discipline. We learn to let go of what is beyond our control and focus on what is within our power. Instead of fighting reality, we accept it as it is and seek ways for our actions to align with our values and goals. This philosophy allows us to find meaning and joy even in the most challenging circumstances. When we stop resisting what we cannot change, we tap into a source of inner peace and strength. Stoicism teaches us that our happiness and emotional resilience depend not on external conditions, but on our inner state and wise approach to life. The development of inner strength and self-mastery is an important aspect of Stoic philosophy that helps us resiliently overcome life's challenges. Inner strength is the ability to remain calm and balanced despite external storms and chaos. This quality enables us to maintain clarity of mind and act rationally when everything around us seems unstable. Stoics understood that life inevitably brings difficulties, and it is in these moments that true character strength is revealed. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and philosopher, often reflected on the importance of maintaining inner peace and self-control regardless of circumstances. He believed that by strengthening our inner power, a person can become immune to the influence of external disturbances and find harmony. One of the key methods for developing inner strength is the practice of self-mastery. It is the ability to control our emotions, not allowing them to seize our minds and dictate our actions. Self-mastery helps us remain calm and focused even when faced with irritating or stressful situations. It requires regular training and conscious effort, but over time, it becomes second nature. Meditation is one of the effective techniques Stoics use to develop self-mastery and inner strength. By practicing meditation, we learn to observe our thoughts and emotions without judgment or interference. This helps us understand the nature of our reactions and find ways to manage them. For example, by engaging in daily meditations on gratitude or forgiveness, we can change our attitude towards the world and become more resilient in the face of stress. Self-analysis is another important tool Stoics used to strengthen inner power. Daily reflection on our actions and thoughts helps us understand where we can improve our behavior and reactions. Marcus Aurelius often conducted self-analysis in his meditations, questioning his actions and intentions. This allowed him to constantly improve himself and maintain inner equilibrium. These techniques help us develop inner strength and self-mastery, making us more prepared for any life challenges. When we regularly practice meditation and self-analysis, we become more mindful and confident in our abilities. We learn to accept difficulties as an inevitable part of life and see them as opportunities for growth and development. Thus, the development of inner strength and self-mastery is a continuous process that requires time and effort. But these efforts are rewarded with the ability to maintain calmness and clarity of mind in any circumstances. Stoics teach us that our true strength comes from within, and it is this that enables us to overcome any trials with dignity and wisdom. The practice of negative visualization is one of the powerful techniques of Stoicism that helps prepare for possible failures and difficulties by anticipating them. At first glance, it may seem paradoxical that contemplating negative scenarios can be beneficial, but in reality, this method helps reduce fear and stress, making us more resilient and prepared for life's challenges. Negative visualization involves consciously imagining possible unpleasant or even worst-case outcomes of various situations. For example, you can imagine losing your job, falling ill, or other unforeseen events. It is important not just to evoke anxious thoughts, but also to calmly and rationally consider these scenarios, asking yourself questions like, what will I do if this happens? How can I cope with it? What steps can I take to minimize the damage? This practice is rooted in the philosophy of Stoicism, which teaches us to accept life as it is, with all its uncertainties and challenges. Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic, often reflected on potential difficulties he might face and prepared himself for them, strengthening his soul and mind. This helped him maintain composure and resolve in any situation. The benefits of negative visualization are manifold. Firstly, it reduces fear of the unknown. When we anticipate possible failures, they cease to be frightening shadows on the horizon. We become familiar with these thoughts, analyze them, and prepare for them, making them less intimidating. As Seneca said, we suffer more in imagination than in reality. Secondly, this practice helps us appreciate the present. When we imagine that we could lose what we have, we begin to value and cherish it more. This mindful approach to life helps cultivate gratitude and joy for current moments, realizing their transience and fragility. Moreover, negative visualization stimulates proactive behavior. Awareness of potential difficulties prompts us to take concrete steps to prevent or mitigate their consequences. For example, by imagining a financial crisis, we can start saving money and planning a budget, making us better prepared and confident about the future. However, it is important to remember that negative visualization should not turn into constant worry or pessimism. It is a tool for strengthening our psychological and emotional resilience, not for plunging into anxiety. After considering possible negative outcomes, we should return to the present moment and focus on actions that will improve our current situation. In conclusion, the practice of negative visualization is a powerful method that helps us prepare for life's challenges, reduce fear and stress, and appreciate the present. It makes us more resilient and ready for any challenges, allowing us to maintain inner peace and clarity of mind even in the most difficult circumstances. Stoics teach us that true strength comes from within, and negative visualization is one of the key tools for its development. Focusing on the present moment is an important principle of Stoic philosophy that helps us cultivate mindfulness and inner peace. Concentrating on the current moment allows us to let go of regrets about the past and anxieties about the future, finding joy and meaning in every moment of life. The Stoics believed that the only moment we truly possess is the present. The past is already gone, impossible to change, and the future has not yet arrived, impossible to predict. Dwelling on what was and worrying about what will be deprive us of the opportunity to live fully here and now. Therefore, the Stoics urged us to direct our attention to the present, to those actions and thoughts that are within our power at the moment. The practice of mindfulness is a powerful tool that helps us focus on the present. Mindfulness involves attentive observation of our thoughts, emotions, and sensations without judgment. This allows us to be more present in each situation, fully immersing ourselves in what we are doing, whether it's work, spending time with loved ones, or relaxing. Such mindfulness helps us better understand ourselves and our reactions, contributing to emotional resilience and inner balance. Marcus Aurelius, one of the great Stoics, often reminded himself of the importance of focusing on the present. In his meditations, he wrote, "Do not allow yourself to be distracted. Let every action have your firm resolve as a man of virtue and dignity." This means that we should direct our attention to what we are doing at the moment, striving for virtue and wisdom in every action. Letting go of regrets about the past is an important aspect of focusing on the present. Past mistakes and missed opportunities may weigh us down, but they cannot be changed. The Stoics taught that we should learn from our mistakes, but not let them define our present. Mindfulness helps us release the past and extract lessons, directing our attention to what we can do now to improve our lives. Anxieties about the future also hinder us from enjoying the present. The future is uncertain, and our fears are often exaggerated. The Stoics emphasized that we should prepare for the future, but not let worries dominate us. Epictetus said, "Difficulties can only take away the joys that we already had, but they cannot take away the present moment." This means that we should live in the present and savor every moment, not allowing fears about the future to deprive us of joy. Focusing on the present moment also helps us cultivate gratitude. When we are fully present, we notice things that we often overlook. We begin to appreciate the simple joys of life, the taste of food, the beauty of nature, the warmth of connection with loved ones. This gratitude strengthens our sense of happiness and satisfaction. Thus, focusing on the present moment is a powerful principle of Stoicism that helps us cultivate mindfulness and inner peace. The ethics of Stoicism are based on four main virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These virtues serve as guiding stars, directing us toward harmony and inner balance in everyday life. Let's consider each of these virtues and how they can be applied in our daily lives. Wisdom. Wisdom is the ability to make the right decisions based on sound judgment and understanding of the nature of things. For Stoics, wisdom means knowing what truly matters and distinguishing the essential from the non-essential. In daily life, Wisdom manifests in the ability to objectively assess situations, avoid hasty conclusions, and make informed decisions. To apply wisdom, we can ask ourselves questions like, what is the true nature of this situation? What will be the consequences of my decision? How do my actions align with my values and goals? For example, when facing a conflict at work, wisdom helps us understand its causes, evaluate possible solutions, and choose the best way to resolve it based on a rational approach. Courage. Courage is the ability to face difficulties and dangers with determination and resilience. For Stoics, courage includes not only physical bravery, but also moral strength, the ability to do what is right despite fear or resistance. In everyday life, courage is demonstrated in the readiness to make tough decisions, resist injustice, and defend our convictions. Applying courage requires us to have the bravery to accept challenges and not fear risks. For example, courage may be expressed in speaking out against injustice in the workplace or making a difficult but right decision that may cause temporary discomfort but will bring long-term benefits. Courage helps us overcome fears and doubts, moving forward despite obstacles. Justice. Justice is the pursuit of fairness, equality, and integrity in relationships with others. Stoics believed that justice is the foundation of social harmony and mutual respect. In daily life, justice is manifested in treating others with respect, observing moral and legal norms, and striving for the well-being of society. Applying justice requires us to be aware of our responsibilities to others and to strive for equality. For example, in the workplace, justice may involve recognizing the merits of colleagues, ensuring fair distribution of resources, and maintaining transparent and equitable procedures. Justice helps us build trusting and harmonious relationships with those around us. Temperance. Temperance is the ability to control our desires and emotions, avoid extremes, and maintain balance. For Stoics, temperance meant a harmonious combination of pleasure and self-restraint. In daily life, temperance is demonstrated in finding the golden mean, avoiding excessive indulgence, and adhering to a healthy lifestyle. Applying temperance requires self-discipline and a mindful approach to our desires and actions. For example, temperance may be reflected in controlling food and alcohol consumption, avoiding excesses, and resisting impulsive desires. Temperance helps us maintain health, energy, and inner peace. Applying virtues in daily life. Applying these virtues in daily life requires constant practice and mindfulness. We can start with small steps, asking ourselves questions like, how can I demonstrate wisdom in this situation? Where can I show courage? How can I be just toward others? Where do I need to practice temperance? These questions help us align our behavior with Stoic virtues, creating harmony and inner balance. Stoic ethics teach us that true happiness and inner peace are achieved not through external achievements or material goods, but through virtuous behavior and mindful attitude toward life. By applying wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance in everyday life, we can become more harmonious and balanced individuals, capable of facing any challenges with resilience and finding joy and meaning in every moment of life. Working on the reaction to external irritants requires a deep understanding of our inner nature and the ability to maintain control over our emotions. The Stoics taught that true tranquility and harmony lie within us, not in the external world. That's why they placed such importance on the skill of controlling our reactions to external irritants. Life is full of situations that can provoke irritation, anger, fear, or anxiety. But no matter how powerful the external storm may be, we can always remain calm inside, like the deep sea whose depths are untouched by storms on the surface. Imagine that the world around us is a theater where various scenes are played out, and every person, every situation, is just actors and scenarios presented by fate. We can't control the scenarios or the behavior of the actors, but we can always control our reaction to them. Developing skills to control our emotions requires constant self-analysis and practice. It's like tempering steel. Regular exposure to small stressors and overcoming them makes us more resilient and stronger. When external irritants strike our calm surface, the first step is mindfulness. Mindfulness allows us to acknowledge that we're experiencing emotions, but not to succumb to them. It helps us pause and examine our feelings without judgment. This pause, this moment of silence between stimulus and response, is a moment of strength. In this moment, we decide how to react, to let emotions control us or to choose a response that reflects our wisdom and inner peace. Patience is an important element in this process. Patience is the ability to wait without losing self-control. It's the understanding that everything that happens has its reason and time, and that our impatience only exacerbates the situation. Patience teaches us that sometimes it's better to wait than to act impulsively. In this context, patience becomes not just passive waiting, but an active form of self-control and wisdom. Tranquility is the result of our ability to manage our reactions. It doesn't mean the absence of emotions, but rather the ability to remain balanced despite them. Tranquility comes with the realization that we can only control our thoughts and actions, not the external world. This awareness gives us freedom and strength. We become less dependent on external circumstances and more confident in our inner ability to cope with any situation. Sometimes in life, there are moments when external irritants seem insurmountable, when anger or fear creeps too close. In such moments, it's especially important to remember our Stoic principles. Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and remind yourself that this moment is just part of a larger flow of life, that it will pass, and that our true strength lies in our ability to maintain inner peace. Developing skills to control our emotions and reactions to external irritants is an ongoing process. It's a journey that requires constant self-analysis and practice. But as we learn to cope with minor irritants, we become more resilient and better able to handle bigger challenges. Ultimately, this not only makes us stronger, but also allows us to live in harmony with ourselves and the world around us. These skills don't just help us avoid unnecessary suffering in conflicts. They transform us, making us more mindful, wise, and strong individuals. We begin to see the world in a new light, understanding that our true strength and tranquility come from within, not from external circumstances. And then, no matter what storms rage outside, peace will always reign within us. So, we've explored the path to emotional resilience through the lens of Stoicism. This ancient philosophy offers us powerful tools for creating a harmonious and happy life, helping us cope with difficulties and find inner peace. Accepting what we cannot control frees us from unnecessary suffering and allows us to focus on what is truly within our power, our thoughts and actions. Developing inner strength and self-control helps us overcome any challenges with dignity and confidence. The practice of negative visualization prepares us for possible failures, reducing fear of the unknown and allowing us to see opportunities in difficulties. Focusing on the present moment teaches us to appreciate every moment of life, freeing us from regrets about the past and anxieties about the future. And applying Stoic virtues, wisdom, courage, justice, and moderation, helps us live virtuously and consciously, creating harmony within ourselves and around us. Working on our reaction to external irritants, cultivating patience and tranquility strengthens our emotional resilience, making us more resilient in the face of life's challenges. Stoicism teaches us that true happiness and peace lie within us, and it is through inner work that we can find harmony and balance. Remember that the path to emotional resilience is a continuous process, requiring mindfulness and practice. But every effort on this path is rewarded with inner peace and wisdom, which help us steadfastly face any trials of life. Ultimately, Stoic philosophy offers us not only survival, but also flourishing in a world full of uncertainties. So let's, inspired by the wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, apply Stoic principles in our lives, striving for virtue, wisdom, and inner peace. Let Stoicism become your reliable companion on the path to a happy and harmonious life. Thank you for being with us. Subscribe to the channel, like, and share this video with those who may find it helpful. Stay with us, and together we will continue to explore the wisdom of ancient philosophies to create a better life.